planners and bullet journals, art projects, organized planner chic.
Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Organized Planner Chic. I'm Lucinda, and happy 2018! Yay! I hope you guys are as excited as I am to start a new year and do new and fun artistic things. Well, today I'm going to show you guys my goals for 2018 and how I did in 2017 and how I keep track of everything in my bullet journals. All right, let's get to it. Well, if you follow my channel, then you know that, of course, although this is a traveler's notebook, I house all of my bullet journals inside of traveler's notebooks that I make, and I sell those in my LucindadoriPlanners Etsy shop. All right, and then here we come to the bullet journal. And so you guys have seen this again last year for my goals, and I'll show you how I did and how I'm doing for what I'm going to be doing for 2018. And the cover for this was in a separate video that I did previously, so I'll put that across the screen for you guys as well. And there was also one about highlighting this title page for my goals bullet journal. Right, so what I've also added is this page that says, "Are your goals SMART?" S-M-A-R-T. See that T down there at the bottom, but SMART stands for specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound, which SMART goals is a very common phenomenon that's been around for a long time, but it's a good reminder of not just saying general things like lose weight or have a nice home or be less stressed. I mean, you have to have things that are very specific and that you can measure, and that it's something that you can actually do, like, you know, can I grow 6 more inches? No, so that's not attainable, for example. All right, and this was the index I had before, and you'll see I have my goals broken down by personal, family, YouTube, Etsy. This was a former part of my business, the publishing part, and then movies to watch. But then it's got doodles and photos for each section and for each year. All right, and there's room for more indexing for future years and sections. And then this was my pictorial bullet journal, my pictorial bullet journal vision board for 2017, which was in a previous video. I'm trying to get that all on the screen. I think I'm zoomed in a little too much. You can see that. So that's what I did last year. And then this year, get you back in position. All right, I hope that stays like I want it to. So then this year I decided I spent a lot of time doing that drawing, and I thought, you know, as much time as I spent on that, I could have been spending on some of my goals. So I made a smaller one for one page this year and just kind of wrote everything out, which we'll go through. And then I put my word for the year across there, which is pursue. And I put that on each section as well, and I will be having that everywhere around my house for whatever. So now let's go to that first section for personal. All right, so then we'll focus on this side. Personal goals, so for last year I had go to bed by midnight each night, go to the chiropractor each week, and do something relaxing for myself each week. And then my goal percentage was 90%, and I learned from my husband that was too high, that a reasonable goal, because he's a statistician, a reasonable goal would be 84.1%. So that's what I'm setting for goals that involve exact numbers that I can track in that way. So I did really well tracking, you guys, January through May. Then and you can see I kind of went through this a little bit in a previous video. I wasn't going to make 90%. I was going to be about 80, maybe a little more than 80, between 80 and 90 or something like that, 80-85% with those. But then we were getting ready to go get the kids, or get Destiny to college in Arizona, and wind up gradually moving, and things were just changing, and some of those goals just didn't apply in that same way. They did really about going to bed, but more so I've decided for this year, for 2018, to more focus on the number of hours I get of sleep and not what time. So I'll show you that. And then going to the chiropractor was something that changed for me with Arizona, because I didn't have as many pain issues because of the climate, and it was just a lot going on, and I'm still going to incorporate that in the future, but not as often and not in the same way. And then I had a note on here, but said not really. That said on the relaxing stuff for myself, that art seems to be the only thing. But that wasn't true. When I looked at the pictures that I put in here for 2017, the things that I did that were relaxing, there were more things that I did with other people, because I do art pretty much every day, and that is relaxing for my mind, but for my body, I think I needed to do the things that I do when I'm going out of the house. So what I put for 20, gosh, let me adjust some light, you guys, and see. I'm having some challenges right there. Okay, let's see how that turns out. So what I decided to do for 2018 was go to bed 8 hours before whatever time I need to get up. And to break that down, I put start getting ready for the day, do my morning routine when I get up and pray and all that stuff 3 hours before I have to leave or before I have to start work at home. So let's say I need to leave at 9 a.m. and I need to get up by 6 a.m. and then I need to go to bed by 10 p.m. 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yes. Go to bed by 10 p.m. All right. And so I'm not trying to be really super strict on myself, like if something takes a little bit longer, that kind of thing. But that is my goal. I found that when I kind of set that type of routine, that my body really only needs about 7 hours. I tend to wake up automatically at 7 hours if I have a good routine. And then I feel like I'm resting well, I'm taking care of my body. I'm not rushing to get ready for the morning, which is awesome. And then I can just enjoy my time when I get up and I pray and I read my Bible and I do my Bible study and I eat my breakfast and I take my vitamins, and it's not a rush thing. All right. And then the next thing I put, do something physically relaxing for your body each day. And each day, not just once a week, but something. So I'm not going to go to a chiropractor every day. I'm not going to get a massage every day, but something every day. And then maybe one of the bigger things is one of those days of the week. So I put examples like chiropractor, massage, facial, manicure, pedicure, bubble bath, read, paint, draw, journal, meditate, go to the park, movie, porch, tea time, etc. And then the last one is spend time with a friend once a week. It can be in person, via phone or video chat, through a letter, or via text if the other options are not available. But ideally, in person is the best way. All right, and so then I will be tracking those. And since I didn't start the first week in January, I put the total numbers for here based on starting the second week. But in the future, it'll be based on the number of days for the entire month. All right. And then this is the doodles. So I know these aren't the best doodles on these 2 pages. When I did this one, I colored it in too much. This is supposed to be a galaxy, but I took away the 3D effect by coloring in too much. And this one was one I did in a previous video while I was trying to do a chat with me, and I just didn't do it well and didn't focus well. So I promise the doodles going forward are much better than these, but this is the reality of this spread for 2017. So this was refocusing on the night sky sort of thing and then going to bed. All right, and then these are some of the pictures. So for 2017, they had to do with my personal goals. So these are things that were relaxing that I did, that was going out and doing things with friends, and it's just really, really fun. Different. This was at a restaurant. This was at a volleyball game. This was at an event at church outside, and so that was that. And then this was also, let's see, which way am I turning it? This one was an art festival in Oklahoma City that was really, really nice, and the artwork was beautiful, and I got permission to take that picture. I wish I could remember the name of the artist, but I can't, sorry. And this was art that I did for a traveler's notebook that I recycled what kind of box was it? A baking soda box, a large one, and I made a traveler's notebook with it, and I used water-soluble pastels, soft pastels. All right, so that was, and so here are the spaces for the future years where I'll be doodling now and taking pictures, but I'm going to be doing it a little differently. Instead of having like, a big collage, I'm going to be taking little pictures and doing little doodles all throughout the year, so that this looks more like a really, mixture of collage there. All right, so then we've got, so this is all for personal. All right, then we got family. So we had, and I expressed this in the kind of earlier in the year that this was changing, as you can see the notes over here. So we talked about selling our home, moving to Colorado, and paying off the one little debt we have for a house we own in Tulsa. But we decided to move to Arizona, and so we are renting a very nice apartment while we are renting, setting up this house to rent. And then we'll kind of see how long we want to rent, and when we gonna buy or whatever. And so of course it's changed to Arizona for now, and then this will wait until our kids graduate from college in a couple of years. Yay! So the goals for 2018 are get renters in the house and manage that money we receive strategically, and decide how long we want to be renters so that we can take actions to buy, and then sell in Oklahoma City and buy here. And so I know these kind of sound long, but I underline the main goal and then kind of explain some of those follow-up steps after that. And then plan time off for our family events and vacations, including trips to Oklahoma and Colorado. And then you see the word pursue there, continuing. That's my word for the year. And then evaluate our savings and retirement plans with professionals and take action steps based on analysis results. So I'll be tracking those weekly and daily kind of steps that have to do with these things separately with my husband. All right, so that's that. And then as we take steps every month, I'll be jotting down what happened, what we did toward those steps, and how that's going. And then these are the doodles for 2017 that had to do with the goals that we had. So there's a big old Arizona right there, and then a for rent sign for the house in Oklahoma, and then 2 kids at the university, at 2 different universities in 2 different states. And here are some photos. So here's this is like my second dad, and he lives in Arizona, he and his wife, and they're like family to me. And we were out at a beautiful area called Mount Lemmon. And these are my beautiful children, Ryan and Destiny, and I love them. And there's our family out there at Mount Lemmon around Christmas time, which was great. So yeah, that was Arizona. All right, so then going on to the next goals. So those are for future years for family. Then YouTube. So I had to reach 1,200 subscribers. And you see right here, when all this stuff was happening with moving and transitioning to Arizona, I had stopped keeping track. I stopped recording the track, but I almost made it now. You guys, I was doing so well, but then I have this part-time lead position for a fine art supply and custom framing shop. And as you know, in retail, between Thanksgiving and the end of the year is just super busy, and I didn't get to post as many videos. I didn't get to be as active with my YouTube account, so I just barely missed it. So I got 98% toward that goal as I reached 1,179 by December 31st. So I think this morning I was at 1,197. So right now I'm like 3 away, but yeah, so darn it, but almost. But I did far exceed my views goal. So my views goal was 80,000, and I reached 97,497. So that was 122% over goal. Now this one was just too high a goal, I think. So I wanted to earn $100 in consecutive months, like every month, or at least 2 months in a row. But I didn't. I did earn twice in 2017. I did earn money from my YouTube channel. So my goal for this coming year is to earn 4. So my goal here for 2018 is to reach 2,000 subscribers. And I want to focus on quality over quantity, but publish at least once a week. I was publishing 3 times a week before, but and that's fine. I want to still do that if I can, but I also want to work on my quality in the meantime. And I want to finalize a logo, a really specific logo, not kind of like my cover page has been. And I think hopefully you guys saw that at the beginning intro for this video, if I got it all ready like I wanted. And then create a group or a club for consistent interaction. Like I have a Facebook page on Organized Planner Chic business page, but I want to also instead I want to have an interactive group. So I hopefully will be launching that here by the end of the month, if not in February, and I'll tell you guys more about that. And so And then I want to reach 167,000 views, which I believe I can do that, and then earn 4 YouTube payments. So not necessarily consecutive, but at least 4. All right, and that's YouTube. So this is my doodle for that. I like it. I kind of like it. I kind of like it. All right, and then I just did a little bit of pictures. So again, this coming future year, this 2018 year, I'm gonna do a lot more little, like 2x2, you know, size pictures of stuff. So this is just some, you know, stuff from my thumbnails before I put the announcements or the wording across them from a couple of my different videos. And then Etsy. All right, so for Etsy, it was to sell 50 products from my shop, and I did. I sold 57. I did look at it every month, but again, all this transitioning, I didn't record it all on here. And you guys know I have a separate bullet journal for YouTube that breaks everything down and helps me track all my stuff, and the same thing for Etsy. I have a separate bullet journal for that, and that's been in previous videos. So I reached 57, and then I wanted to reach 50 product listings, and I did get up to 60, but I maintain an average of 50 to 60. And then I received, I think right now there's 48, so I'm working on putting some more back in there. And then I wanted to receive 30 reviews with an average of 5 stars. I did get to 5 stars really early in the year, and I've stayed there, but only got 27 reviews, so I'm hoping to get more. So for 2018, I want to reach a total sales number of 120. I want to add 1 product listing per week, per month, or 48 for the year, you know, on average. Hopefully a total of 48 for the year that I would add. Not just maintain, but that I would be able to count, okay, this week I did this week I did that, and have a total of 48 that I've added. And then receive 60 total reviews with an average of 5 stars. And of course I broke a little bit of detail down on those, but they'll be broken down in my Etsy bullet journal. And then here's some doodles for that. So I had thank you, because I always send out a thank you card. And this is just a little doodle of a traveler's notebook with a pencil, a pen loop, and a pen there. And then these are, you guys have probably seen this I don't know how many times, but this is a couple of pieces of artwork that are in my Etsy shop. These are in journaling cards right now. And then the last section was for publishing business, which I decided to close. So I just put a note on here because I was kind of, you know, I had stopped doing as much on it and really wanted to focus on YouTube and Etsy. And so I was going to change it. I did change the website, but I didn't change the host. And I didn't change the email, but I did do the internal audit so that I could close out everything and pay the authors whatever I needed to pay for them. And so what I have left to do is to register my business completely, whatever, all the paperwork I need to finish for Arizona, shut down the website, and transfer any balances to the new account, which I'll be finishing that this week. All right, that's it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you if you were patient enough to stay and watch the whole thing all the way through. I really appreciate that. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. I have a special discount in my LucindadoriPlanners Etsy shop every month for my subscribers, and so be sure and check that out. There's a new one every month. And until next time, everyone. Oh, I didn't tell you. Yeah, I did tell you. I want to reach 2,000 subscribers by the end of this year. Is that the right? Yes, by the end of this year. Anything you guys can do to help with that would be awesome. Until next time, happy planning.